What's going on, guys? I am Lude, and we are back on our lower level account, as you all can see. Today we're going to be reaching Arena 5, aka Spell Valley, which requires 1400 trophies. Now, since our last time on this account, I did gain a lot more cards and I ended up changing my deck. As you all may know, I get bored of using the same deck over and over, so I like to switch it up and have some fun. This is the deck that I am currently rocking. We have the Spear Gods, the Tombstone, the Bomber, the Fireball, 1 Elixir Skeletons, the Giant, the Minion Horde, and the Spear Gobs. Now, I originally had the arrows in here, but when I went up against a player that had level 7 Minion Horde, I couldn't arrow them out, so that's why I put in this Fireball. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some live battles and show you guys how to use this deck and reach Arena 5. Alright, so jumping into the first battle, we're going up against Mustafa. He is a level 6, and if you guys can tell, we did level up since the last video. We are now level 5. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just start off with some Spear Gobs. He dropped off his his Prince. He dropped off a Skeleton Army as well. We're gonna drop a Bomber, and that should take care of all of that. Now, I'm not going to Fireball his Musketeer just because I could go ahead and drop my Minion Horde right here. And he might have arrows, he might not. Let's see what he has. So he has his own Minion Horde right there. We're going to go ahead and Fireball and deal some extra damage onto the tower. And right now, we're looking pretty good. So we got a little damage, but not that much. And just keep in mind, this guy is a level 6. We are going to go ahead and still beat him just because we know how to play this game really well. We have to have the experience. And yeah, so he dropped off his Knight right there. And we're just going to counter with some 1 Elixir Skeletons right here. He also dropped off his Prince right there again. So I'm going to go ahead and deal with another Tombstone. And I'm going to prepare my push with this Bomber. So there goes his Skeleton Army. I already knew that was coming in. That's why I dropped the Bomber. And now we have our push coming in. So he might use his Minion Horde. That is why I have this Fireball. That which is going to be taken out from this Bomber, which is beautiful. And that looks pretty good. So if he's going to drop this Minion Horde, we are going to Fireball. But let's go ahead and see what happens. He isn't dropping it. That tower is going to be taken out if he isn't going to be countering it that well. Because look at the amount of damage the Bomber does. There it is. We basically took that tower out. And I didn't even know I was sitting on Elixir. So we're going to go ahead and counter this Musketeer right here with this Fireball and Minion Horde. Bang, that's taken out. I do have these 1 Elixir Skeletons just in case I missed the Fireball, but you know, it wasn't needed. We're going to go ahead and start preparing our other lane for the other push. So let's go ahead and drop the Tombstone right here. Double Elixir just hit, and this deck should be flying since it is a 3.0 Elixir deck. Now let's go ahead and Fireball all of that. Bang. And Bomber is also going to be taking out that, which, like I said earlier, and as you guys can tell, I just realized this, he hasn't even touched our tower yet. So this is pretty good. I mean, we're doing really good. He hasn't hit a single damage onto our tower. Looking good. He dropped off his Knight right there, and the Musketeers coming in. He's going to be doing the same exact push over and over. It's going to be Prince and Tombstone. So let's go ahead and drop a Giant right here just to distract, Fireball all of that since we do not have a Zap or anything. And Musketeer did just hit the tower, and unfortunately, you know, he has this Minion Horde coming in. We're going to have to keep kiting, and that's how you distract and make sure that that tower is not going to be doing any work. What I am going to do is just go ahead and Fireball. That Musketeer will not take out the tower, so that is game. I'm going to have to cycle my Fireball one more time since I ignored that lane. It didn't really want to complete the push, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and drop right here a skeleton, 1 Elixir Skeletons, and there goes all of that. We're going to have to Fireball. Oh my god. Yeah, that was actually pretty close. I didn't even know he had a rocket. We're going to drop a Minion Horde right here, and let's actually drop our, so I had to waste that Fireball right there just to be safe. He is cycling his rocket. Ours is going to be faster because rocket is 6 Elixir, so that's the game winner right there. We did win. We actually almost lost it. I was impressed, you know. That Skeleton Army, if it wasn't for that Fireball, our tower would have been gone because he had that rocket as well. So that was a good game by him. He played really well. Let's go ahead and open up this crown chest. That way we can start our new slots and get it up to 10 and maybe get a new crown chest. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the next battle. Jumping into the second battle, let's go ahead and jump into it. And we're going up against the Bastador. I think he's trying to sound like bastard. Maybe not. I don't know. So we have a good hand right here. We have the Giant. We're going to drop him and our Bomber. So he has a giant skeleton. That's a very good card. I really enjoy using that card, but it's also very easy to counter. So, whoa, what the heck? Those three skeletons from the skeleton army actually took out our tombstone, which kind of sucked, but hey, that's fine. This bomber is going to be taking out this giant skeleton, and unfortunately we did not really get off a good push. He will die because of the bomb, but it's better than our tower. So we're going to go ahead and start off with these spear gobs. Just drop them down right there. Do some extra work onto that tower, trying to chip away. I am going to fireball his bitch and get that clipped onto the tower, deal some extra damage right there. And he has a musketeer, pretty good. We're going to drop actually a giant right here to distract, and musketeer did not actually get distracted, so I'm going to have to drop a bomber, and that bomber is going to do some work onto that skeleton army. Wow, really? Normally the bomber takes out the skeleton army before the giant actually dies, but he died, and that kind of sucks. So our push didn't really get off the best benefit. We're going to counter this mini P.E.K.K.A right here with this tombstone, and even with the rage, it's not going to be dealing anything because the skeletons are really strong and it takes them out. So spear gobs again, just to chip away. He does have more damage onto our tower, but that's okay. He might drop off right here a witch like he did, or a musketeer. I actually, this time I'm pretty sure I'm going to fireball his musketeer and witch if they are close to each other. I knew that he was going to drop off right there his giant skeleton, so we're going to go ahead and prepare again with the bomb and the bomber and giant. There goes his troops. Now I'm kind of waiting to see that if he's going to drop off a musketeer as well, because I would really like to fireball all of that, get the best value for my fireball, and he did not drop it. So you know what, let's go ahead and fireball all of that because that's good, and it's taken out as well. His witch is going to be doing some work onto our tombstone, so we're going to drop some spear gobs right here, and they should, wow, it should have taken him out, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and drop a bomber in the back because of his goblin barrel, and we're going to drop a minion horde for his skeleton army. Maybe this time we can keep him alive and get that push going, because at this rate we're not really getting the push that we really need. So there goes his musketeer. Let's go ahead and fireball her, and bang, there it goes, doing some work onto the tower as well, and our bomber didn't get off the hit. So we're going to go ahead and push with these spear gobs and our other goblins. And what the heck? Man, this guy's doing really good work onto our tower. We're going to go ahead and drop a giant right here. And let's just drop... I was thinking about, you know what, yeah, let's just do that. Maybe these minion hordes can get out of the way and not die, because if so, that would be great. Let's go ahead and drop a fireball right here. Bang, there goes the fireball. And his skeleton army did save him, so he's playing really well. He's playing really, really well. Let's go ahead and drop a tombstone right here to distract his musketeer. And she's taken out. Drop a giant right there in front. Our bomber should do some work. I'm going to save for my minion horde to drop that also. There goes the minion horde. He did drop off a musketeer right there. It's going to be taken out. And this should be the game. So I'm going to hit him up with the good game. And that's the victory. This guy was playing really well. It looked like he was, you know, an experienced player, intermediate or whatever. He played really well, but we still won that. So now we are one win away from reaching... Oh, what the heck? We actually... Well, we won. We got into it. I didn't expect it to be that fast. Let's go ahead and play one more battle, just so that way we can get 3 wins for you guys and show you a little bit more about how to use this deck. So jumping into Arena 5 and going up against a level 6. He is Jordis Gamer from Gente Brava. Don't know what that means. If anyone does, comment that down below. We're going to drop a bomber right here. And, you know, just the usual cycle. We're actually going to fireball that fire wizard because the fire wizard is a deadly card. And we're going to drop a giant right there to distract. So he's going to have his goblin barrel coming in, but that's okay. We're going to be taking him out. And that bomber should turn around. Okay, good. So bomber did take him out. And he might not even get a single hit off, which kind of sucks. So he didn't even get a single hit. We're going to go ahead and chip away with these spear gobs. And... you know, let's see what he arrows. Wow, that's actually really bad. I don't know why he would do that. The thing is, I would drop off a minion horde at this point because I already know he already arrowed, but I'm afraid he's going to have his fire wizard, which is not really good. You know, it can counter the minion horde really easily. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait till he uses his fire wizard, and he might, at that point, you know, not even have his arrows so I could send them in. Now we're going to be taking out this Valkyrie, as you can see. We're going to prepare for all of that, and I don't see his fire wizard, so I don't know what's going on right now. The bomber is still not getting to the tower the way I want him to. He did arrow him out. Again, not that smart. I'm still waiting for his fire wizard, because if so, that would be really good. I really want to. Jesus, wow. Ooh, that woke me up a little bit. Wow. I don't know. Sorry about that. Excuse me. I did not mean to do that. You can't really, prevent that. Anyways, spear gods are on the tower. They are doing good work right there. And what are we going to do? We're going to be countering this right here with the fireball. Bang. Beautiful. They're going to be taken out. I'm going to drop off a giant right there. Fire wizard's taken out. He still hasn't hit the tower. Looking good. We're going to drop a minion ore just to be extra cautious. And he might have the arrows for it. He might not. But at this rate, look at this. That tower is gone. Beautiful. We took out his tower. I don't know why he choked right there. He was waiting. We're going to drop off, goblins right here just to do some extra work right there. And we definitely won this. This is looking really good, guys. So, like I said, this deck is really, really good. You got to be cautious of how you use your cards, and then you can, use it and always win with it. I really like this deck. 3 elixir. It's a fast-paced deck. That's the kind of decks that I like to use, They're low elixirs. I always have fun with them. You can spam as many cards, especially when double elixir hits, and all of that good stuff. So right there, that's the winner. 14 seconds in, he's not going to be able to do a single thing, and he's probably going to drop a fire wizard or whatever, but hey, it doesn't matter. We're still going to win this. So there it is. We're going to fireball just for fun right there, and that is the game winner. That's game. So let's hit him up with the good game and the well played, good luck, and the thumbs up. So there you guys go. 3 wins with this deck. Here it is once again, just in case you guys haven't seen it. 3.1 elixir. I was wrong. I thought it was 3.0. It's 3.1 elixir. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to share it with anyone that needs sharing or is stuck to getting into Arena 5. I am Lude. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, stay positive. Peace.